We are the culture, motherfucker.
Y'all don't impress me much. Only gotta say this message once. Can't predict what's next to come. Like sick march when he whipped them drum. Everything you ever did irrelevant. Grade 1 that's arrested development. Any rhyme scheme and I'm flexing it. A veteran, bitch, we the best in this. Boom back to bring the group back. Spitting true facts, the bitch and move back. My rhetoric can make a whole room collapse. See the energy, bitch, and we moving past. Got the ill rap, son. God sent me like I'm Bill Paxton to kill rap bums. Silver tongue, quick fast run, the rip rap done. What? You still ain't getting it? Get denied like an exclusive membership. Cut from the team, cut in a rug, cut through a new scene, cutting you up. Something is wrong, something is up. When the cops come in, I'm covered in blood. Fuck, and I'm leaving in cuffs. That about sums it up. But one thing before I go, this ain't just hip hop, it's rock and roll. Yeah, been a rocky road. Back to the shop I go. Make sure that the drive is slow. Kick back like a shotgun blow. Whoa. We are the culture. Our lines they will not falter. We are the culture. Y'all some vulture. We will not falter. We are the culture. No, we will never falter. We are the culture. We are the culture. We will not falter. We are the culture. Y'all's the culture. We are the culture.
We are mother good.
We are the culture. I'm bound to rise at the setting sun. I do things that have never been done. I'm on an impressive run. Tell me who do you question none? I'm one of the best when it's said and done. I feel like I got every right to brag. Right them wrong when I write them raps. Right the ship, ride the beat, go find the seed when the lightning crash. Might fall down on the final lash. Either way, bitch, I get back. Fell right into my trap. I stick out like a Viking hat. Get popped like a Viking hat. I ain't got time for that. I've been an oddball since I was born. I'll make you fight the back. You finally fighting back. I got it on lock like a bicycle rack. Hold the back and bison attack. Bitch, your whole cipher is whack, So your life gets snatched. Oh, how nice of you to ask. This night, but it might be a last. It feels like a seismic blast. Cyclops, see, I get looked past. Had to put my foot in the ass. If I ever catch you here again, I promise we'll get trespassed. We are the culture. Our lines, they will not falter. You cannot alter. Just obscene. We're the best on any.
Okay. I ain't got that much time. There's gonna be a quick live, but yeah, you hear it. You heard it. We are the culture. This is more just a rant. I wasn't really planning on even going over this topic again, but this is just fucking aggravating, bro. Battle rap media is so fucking corny, dog. So corny. And if you want to know, like, specific, I mean, there's a million reasons why. Like, to be real, like, I've been watching battle rap for like 20 years. And I remember, like, even way back in the day, like, even having the thought, like, maybe I should blog on battle rap. But at the time, everyone that was a battle rap blogger was a fucking weirdo. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be labeled a battle rap blogger. I'm good. I'm like, I actually make fire music, and I'd rather not be labeled a battle rap blogger. So that's why I never really did it, even though I've been watching for like 20 years. But it's just like, every fucking day, the shit gets sadder and sadder and sadder. And what really annoys me the most, especially in battle rap, right? The whole fucking point of battle rap is putting words together. So you should probably know what the words mean that you put together. And clearly, these motherfuckers don't know what the words they use mean. because I seen like 5 different. First of all, they're super clickbait titles and shit, which I'm like, I'm not like wicked mad at. Get your money, get your views. It is what it is. But when I see shit like this, right? Hold on, sorry, thanks. I gotta put you away so we can read this. Violates, right? I've never even heard of this dude. Squadcast TV, some cornball. But he's not the only one. Mad people uploading videos. Geechi violates. A verb violates a violate. What does violate mean? Because I don't think they know. It's a word people use all the fucking time. And clearly they don't know the definition of it. So let's look. There's multiple definitions, actually. But clearly they're referencing a specific one. So let's look at it. Violate. To violate. Break or fail to comply with a rule or formal agreement. Clear, like violate parole or whatever. Clearly you're not talking about that. Fail to respect someone's peace, privacy, or rights. Your rights have been violated. Clearly not talking about that. The third one, treat something sacred with irreverence or disrespect. So that means it has to be held in high regard to be violated. Just disrespecting someone, you're calling him a goofy and saying he disrespected him. No, dumbass. You can't violate something that isn't sacred or held in high regard. So even in your own title, you're saying Adept is sacred or held in such as high stand. These people are so fucking dumb. So dumb. And that's literally all of the battle rap community. They use words that they don't know the fucking definition of. He violated him. So you're saying Adept is sacred? Like, dog, I swear to God. In a sport that's literally all about putting words together, it's full of retards that don't know the definitions of the words they use. That's just a side tangent. That's a side tangent. Like, for real, it's so dumb, bro. And it's like, anytime I go off on this shit, because battle rappers do it the most. Like, fucking, what was it, Ill Will? He said something like, yo, I acclimated the beef. And then in one verse A word, he said nepotism, but in the context he used it in, it's like, that's not even nepotism. Like, motherfuckers just say shit. They just say shit. They don't know what the fuck it means. Oh, Geechi violated a verb and Adept. You mean to treat something that's sacred or in high regard with irreverence? Is that what you mean? Fucking idiots, dog. Fucking idiots. So, basically all of them have been just running interference and not actually here's the thing. I love this too. Everyone's been coming out of the woodwork. You got all these Kenny Lewis's and hopping on their fake accounts, just popping up and going, nerds, you're all a bunch of nerds. And it's like, oh, what a great argument. Just like we said on the live yesterday. I go, watch, they're going to attack the person and not actually the argument. So far, I've yet to hear anyone address the arguments that are being made. And then they use words like debunk. Oh, he debunked this, debunked. Again, another word I don't think you know the definition of. People just say shit, dog. It's so fucking annoying when people just say shit. So this retard left a comment on my video yesterday. And he's like, oh my God, hearing nerds like this go over paperwork is so cringe. Nerds like this and Adept. And I go, bro, so what's your argument? How someone sounds determines whether they know about a topic or not? And I go, and secondly, I would think a nerd would be the person that knows paperwork better than anyone. And I'm not talking about just court. Any kind of paperwork. I think you would want a nerd to look it over. I go, hence why you have lawyers, dipshit. You don't go into court without a lawyer. You want a quote unquote a nerd, someone that went to school for years to know what they're looking at. I go, hey, dumb fuck, next time you go to court, which, and if you saw a picture of the kid, I go, you look like Urkel trying your hardest to be Stefan. Dead ringer. But then I literally go, next time you go to court, I go, don't hire a lawyer, hire the most gangster hood gangbanger you know to represent you then. If only criminals know paperwork, then why do you hire lawyers to represent you in court? These motherfuckers are so dumb. They don't even think about what they're saying. And again, no, I go, that's your argument? You sound like a nerd talking about paperwork. I go, bro, if you go line by your sentence, like, it's just fucking stupid. I want my lawyer to be the nerdiest motherfucker in the world. I want him to have been on every extracurricular. I want him to have never been outside in the streets and spent all this fucking time with his face in a book. Literally. And know what's funny is these motherfuckers, you know, they'll be like, oh, this nerd. And it's like, first of all, I guarantee you I've been in court more times than most of these people. And it's not a brag. I'm actually not like proud of that period of my life. But like, bro, I've been reading paperwork even when I was still a minor. All right, so I'm just going to say this. My house got raided because of an informant. So I've been reading paperwork before y'all even had your first match on Grindr, you fucking faggots. Been reading paperwork, and sometimes what they do is they won't put the person's name. They'll put like CI number 4 and shit. So you have to like try to decode it to find, but you go through the times and dates of the shit, and that's how you figure out, oh no, it was this person. But come on, dog. It's like not only that, but also, my uncle is a super successful lawyer in Massachusetts. Fact. Like, come on, dog. And it's like, I'm not even trying to get into that or make it about me. It's just like when people don't have any argument. They don't attack the actual points that someone's making. And I just think all these fucking battle rap bloggers are total fucking cornball retards. And then you got super fans, right? Like, look, I'm cool with Adept. But I don't just take what he says and run with it. If I felt like he was out of pocket and there was no merit to what he was saying about it, like not even about Geechi, about anyone, I would be like, yo, I don't know, dog. If you can't look at this and say, yo, this is fishy as fuck, then you're not being honest with yourself. You're letting something cloud your vision, or your view of it is skewed. Probably because you're a fan of someone. You're a fan of the way someone puts words together. So it's like you can't look at it clearly, I guess. Like, I don't know, dog. I don't know. So there has been talk. I keep seeing people popping up, and that's the funny thing. They pop in the chat and they're like, oh, and they just like spew a bunch of nothing. Just nothing, dumb shit, and go, oh, Geechi would slap you. Are you going to be at his next battle? I'm like, are you? And that's your argument that about the crime he committed, and what about the paperwork, is that he would slap you. Like, okay. But they've been trying to figure out, I mean, he could go ahead. I don't care. He don't even do criminal shit anymore. He does like civil shit. He helps like companies and stuff. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. He might need to call me next time. Next time maybe he wouldn't have had to do that time if he hit me up. Would have got my uncle on. No, but for real, they've been talking about the boxing match, and if it's gonna happen. And see, that's the thing. Everyone that's defending him, instead of you spending your time jumping in a chat and defending someone, why all he'd have to do is just show it. Just show it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with just showing your paperwork? I'd have no problem. If my cases are in question, I'd give you the fucking docket number and say, look it up. Look it up. You know, like, I don't get it. I don't get how this is like even an argument at this point. And I see mad people coming in the comments and shit. I'm like, so are you gonna fight him? Are you going to accept the match? And Adept's like, bro, I'm the one that brought it up. What are you talking about? So I saw the tweet from Shotgun Suge. He's like, "Oh, Geechi, signed, sealed, delivered," and they're trying to work out a date for the fight and shit. I guess Geechi wanted like 1 minute rounds. Like, come on, dog. Like, what the fuck is even the point of doing this whole thing in this big spectacle and going out and putting the gloves on and fighting, have people buy for 1 minute round? Like, that's fucking retarded, dog. It's like, if we're gonna box, then let's fucking box. Like, at least 3-minute rounds or something. Especially if it's only gonna be like 3-5 rounds. That's another, like, that's a side tangent. He knows he's out of shape as fuck. That's why he's like, oh, maybe 1 minute round. But I'm just thinking of it like, if I'm Adept, like, I would, and he's a fucking genius, dog. I gotta be real, because not only has he had this shit, like, the entire fucking internet lit and everyone talking about it, now he's getting this, like, super top tier to actually, like, agree to a boxing match. Like, it's just a win-win for him, and he's probably gonna get a bag out of it. And I was wearing only a towel. Him? Oh, someone said that. I think Viral said that or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just thinking, if I'm him, right? Like, I know there's probably a lot of people that, like, I know they're pussies, obviously. Most of them are pussies. They'd never actually do anything. But the thing about even pussies, if you get enough of them together in one group, if you're not looking, they might feel like emboldened to do something. And I'm not even talking about just the battlers. I'm talking about like a random fan of it doesn't even have to be Geechi, just like a random fan of Unbiased, a random fan of anyone that he's ever covered on his channel could see it as like their moment and try to, like, sucker him and get some favor with their favorite battle rappers and shit. So if it was me, I definitely, but also then you could, I'm pretty sure you could, like, sue Suge. I'm sure doesn't want that to happen, because if you're the one throwing an event, I'm pretty sure you could sue the fuck out of him if you got, like, jumped there and shit. So he would need, like, security, or it'd have to be open to, if it's just, like, open to everyone, then I'm sure Adept's gonna have a bunch of people that support him show up, and it's just gonna be like, if anyone tried anything, it would literally just break out into a fucking all-out brawl. So I'm not sure about, like, the details of it all, but being a controversial figure that he is and shit, like, I would take that into consideration. Like, it's either gotta be, like, isolated, separate, or if you're gonna sell tickets, you're gonna need, like, off-duty officers as security or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just thinking about, like, all the intangibles, because, like, I just know there's someone out there itching to, like, try to get their name up, or my favorite battle rapper will know my name and shout me out on Instagram if I try to, you know what I mean? Like, people with nothing to live for, just total losers. So, that would be dope though, if they could actually, like, get in the ring and have a legit, just, like, boxing match. That would be legendary for battle rap, dog. Oh shit. Oh shit. We got some talk in the chat. Yeah, dog. I think the return needs to happen soon. But yeah, it's this situation, like, I don't know, man. Aside from the fight, which would be dope, they're talking about May 2nd, which is actually the day before the disaster Uncasa card. That would be fire. But aside from that, these fucking bloggers, man, like, I can't wait to see what their response is to the people. Hold on, people be at. Right, exactly. People just, like, hoping and wishing for any little thing to try to get, like, oh no, this will get my name up and shit. So, but yeah, as far as the bloggers, like, they were so quick to rush and Geechi violates and upload that. But now I want to see their response to Adept's video he just made. What's the counter argument? Are you going to cover it at all? Or are they just going to go, you need to post the paperwork. Without paperwork, there's nothing to talk about. Because even with the chrisunbias shit, we had the paperwork for years. We go through the paperwork. It doesn't match his story at all. And people still defend unbiased to this day. People like, I thought he was going away. It's like, just look it up, dipshit. His case is still ongoing. He has some nerdy ass lawyers. Back to the nerds. He has some nerds that know the law and all the loopholes. And that's why it's been getting dragged out for so long. So even in the unbiased situation, when they had paperwork, black and they killed the thumbnail. Did you see? You see little Kenny Lewis is hiding right here. I wanted him to pop up because that's what he does. It's like little Kenny Lewis make an appearance. And also that's a subtle, like all the little burner accounts that have been popping up and shit. But, it's like even when there is paperwork, people will still, they just blindly defend whatever. As long as like, I'm a fan of this person, so they just don't want to believe it. Even when their own story doesn't match, even when there's like DNA evidence, no matter what. So the same people that are like, the paperwork, well, you need the paperwork. Okay, and what's going to be the next thing? Like, what's the next defense? What's the next defense after that? Well, it says this, but, well, he wouldn't. I already see it now. People, he wouldn't be able to walk the streets of LA if he was a snitch. In LA, so someone would have outed him. Someone would have done something to him. Really? Really? Are you kidding me? I think all these dudes are fucking bozo frauds. Like, did you see? All we need to do is watch that Gangland documentary, dog. The unblurred face. He's talking about, yeah, in this alley right here, that's where me and all the guys would get silly. Get silly is multiple dudes banging one girl, apparently. One passed out girl. And multiple dudes are violating her. That's getting silly, apparently. The most fire part is Adept's picture from actually pulling it up to it. But yeah, dog. Right. That's what I mean. Everyone that's like, well, when do you actually step outside? When are you going to step outside? It's like, bro, Adepts actually has stepped outside and has thrown hands. What are you talking about? The only footage we've seen of Geechi when a fight was happening is he started walking up and he fucking dipped and hid behind a tree. And didn't even, like, even if you don't have to speak words, just like put the hand out, like what do they call it? Like when you stop short in a vehicle when trying to cop a feel on it. Like, put your hand out in front of hands and be like, oh, and just like give them a head nod up the street to what's happening. That's all you had to do. But no, you just dipped off and hid behind a tree because two guys were fighting. Like, come on, dog. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Are you ever gonna come outside, Adept? Like, what do you mean, dog? What the fuck are you talking about? You mean the person that's actually pulled up and thrown hands? And you're saying he's scared of the dude that saw a fight up the street and hid behind a tree? Like, come on, dog. Y'all are fucking out of your minds. I think it's too much like, it's just like the man worship or the like being a fan of someone. Like, I can like someone's music. I can like the way they put words together and shit. That doesn't mean I'm just going to blindly follow them and never question anything. Like the people that say, without it in black and white, I will not even like entertain it. Like, bro, like they're trying to say, he doesn't have to prove it. You have to prove it. It's like, but you can't even just question it. You can't even just say, hey, there's something fishy here. Because that's all we're doing. Is looking at the facts and going, yo, something don't add up. This is kind of fishy. Like, if you're a gang member in LA and you're a known gang member and do a whole documentary about how you're in a gang, and then you do a crime with your gang members, there's literally statutes for that. whether you can get hit with the gang injunction and they add more time onto your sentence if you commit a crime that benefits the gang or furthers the gang activities in any way. Like robbing a pharmacy to get drugs, because this is what he said. They robbed the pharmacy for lean and pills. If you robbed a pharmacy with your gang members to sell those drugs to get money, now you'd have money for the gang. That's 100% what the fucking statute is there for. Stuff like that. That's a crime committed in furtherance of the gang. So not only do they not want to actually like tack on more time, you're telling me they went out of their way to strike your second strike and then help you out and get you less time. Instead of giving you more time, they gave you less time. That doesn't sound strange to you? Like, come on. Instead of like, you can come in and go, nerd. That's fine. But that's not an argument. That doesn't refute anything. Tell me that. Tell me why. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a liar. Nope. You need the paperwork to question anyone. Like, stop it, dog. Stop it. All you'd have to do is just show it. You know? I don't know, man. People are just fucking... I don't expect him to self-proclaim. Which is funny, because so there's a clip. I actually saw Geechi say this. He goes, if I snitched, I would tell on myself. I would expose myself for being a snitch. That's how much I hate snitches. He said, if I told, I would expose myself as a snitch because that's how much I hate snitches. Like, what, dog? The fact you even thought that sentence was saying something is crazy to me. You should have did the paperwork contrary to the allegations, and the only reason I can think of why he didn't is because it's right. Like, I don't get it, man. It's just suspicious activity. Just like the cops can stop you and they can, you know, like their reason for searching you is like, well, this is suspicious, dog. Like, we're not saying this is enough to convict you in court. We're just saying there's some suspicious activity to be further looked into. And the further we look into it, the more fishy it looks. And no one has an argument against it. They just want to run interference and be like, oh, well, Adept's goofy. Y'all are nerds. Where's the paperwork? Are you going to do the fight? Or are you ducking it? Like, come, dog. It's fucking sad, man. It's like, as a collective, battle rap as a collective, it's like, y'all make me so fucking embarrassed. Embarrassed to be like a fan and a supporter over 20 years. And the fact that I'm even a battle rapper myself. The fact that I have to put myself in the category of battle rap along with all y'all. It's like, it's fucking embarrassing, dog. It's embarrassing. The lengths that people go to like just ignore everything. You can literally put fucking paperwork in their face, like the unbiased shit. Like, here, read this. And like, oh, but why is he out? He wouldn't be out if... Read it. Read this right here. Well, hold on. Let me think of another argument. Like, did you read it? No, because... Like, Jesus Christ, dog. Y'all are fucking insane. So the same people saying paperwork. Okay, when that comes out, you'll fucking jump to another excuse. And you'll just say, he wouldn't be able to walk the streets if... Like, okay, fucking Inspector Gadget. Okay, Inspector Gadget. Yeah, you got it all figured out. Like, it's fucking sad, man. Battle rap is like, it's just a haven. It's a haven for fucking weirdos and pedophiles. And the funniest part of this whole thing, this entire thing between Geechi and Adept started because Geechi was complaining about people exposing snitches and pedophiles. He's like, oh, y'all care more about that than Champion of the Year. It's like, dog, this whole thing started because he was complaining about exposing pedophiles. The irony. And now you're getting lumped in with chrisunbias. And it's just like, dog. Fucking battle rap. A haven for fucking weirdos, rapists, pedophiles, and a bunch of PDF and grape defenders. Defenders, man. Exactly. Everyone that's paperwork, it's like, but there's black and white paperwork on unbiased, and y'all don't even want to look at it. Y'all don't even want to admit that it's true. You just go, he wouldn't be out right now if, like, come on, dog. You doing like fucking Pythagoras' theorem. Think you're fucking Socrates. Well, if the air is not capable of, like, all right, dog, stop it. You're not fucking Plato. Just like, well, X wouldn't equal Z if not herefore, henceforth. Black and white paperwork. Nah, let me look the other way. Suge still hasn't sent me the contract because he said Geechi hasn't signed it yet. So what the fuck was the tweet that he said signed, sealed, and delivered? Signed, sealed, and delivered. That, to me, that means you signed it and you sent it over. What the fuck, man? So he so Suge lied. So Suge lied too when he said signed, sealed, and delivered. Oh, man. This is fucking nasty, dog. He knows it will stay in his legacy permanently, his career and credibility. And that's why he was up all night crying, dog. Like, did it get booked? Where is it? I don't know. Location here in May 2nd. Yeah. So once the paperwork drops, they'll focus on the fight. I think that's why, even if he's not actually going to do it, I think the whole reason Geechi is like entertaining the boxing match and they're talking about that now is to get people to talk about the fight instead, which is why I didn't want to put that first in the title, because I don't want to be the person that helps steer the conversation away. I'm like, oh, let's talk about the fight. And people are going to forget why this whole thing even started, why there even is a fight that's being talked about. You know what I mean? Like, it's cap to say Geechi signed because of duration. Right. So they're just saying shit. Why these cats scared of us? Yeah. Just saw the vid. It's very compelling. Very compelling. No paperwork and no signed contract. Right. This is insane, bro. Right. So it's like you two different paperworks you haven't shown. You're fucking, oh my god. Yo, your criminal paperwork and the fight paperwork that's supposedly signed. When it's real, y'all can tell. You can see it in their eyes. As I look to the ground and close mine. Fight or not, PW issues are made. Yeah, that's true. Like, but to some people, the fight would like be the end of it. You know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, they fought, and then they'd look at, like, yeah, Geechi lied, dog. Geechi lied. A million militia. That's what I'm saying. So, but if I'm like, this is my fellow nerd. If I'm Shotgun, right? If I'm Suge, and I'm throwing this event, and it's just like open to the public, people buying tickets, and I know how the supporters Adept has, and like he'd probably roll deep, knowing supposed gang member Geechi, all the people that don't like Adept that might be there. Like, I would be so worried if I'm the one throwing it. I'm worried of like the liability of if a fucking all-out riot breaks out, because all it would take is one clown talking shit to like this side, like Adept side, because like there's a lot of like non-pussies on this side, that all it would take is someone talking and like even just shoving someone, and they'd be like, what? They throw a punch, and then it's just fucking all-out mayhem. And then all the liability would be on the person throwing the event. So that's why you'd have to have security and shit. Like, if it's going to be open and anyone can just buy tickets like that, like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying I like hope that happens. I would rather just be like, oh, a good clean fight and that's it. But think about it. Think about it logically. Like he don't even have to knock Geechi out. Even if he just won the fight, you don't think other people would be mad? And like, it don't even have to be Geechi's homies. It could just be any random person, any random chun that feels away, wanting to get their name up or something, you know? And all it would take is one person doing something stupid, and it'd be fucking chaos, dog. It would be all out fucking mayhem. And I'm sure he'd like to avoid that, like if I'm the person throwing the event. So I don't know. I don't know about logistics and shit. Like, but I really do feel like it's a move, the whole like fight thing, and even entertaining it. Like, I honestly feel like Geechi's never gonna do this fight. Like, let's be real, he's never gonna. Even if he says he's gonna, leading up to it, like, watch, he'll say something about like he didn't get medically cleared to do it, or like it's gonna be something. Pablo Damas predicts right now this fight will not happen. Even if it's set, even if it's signed, all the contracts leading up to it, even if they're promoting it and it's like Geechi keeps saying he's going to do it, it's going to get to a point, something's going to happen, some kind of excuse where, oh, I didn't get medically cleared, whatever the fuck. I'm calling it right now. And the only reason he's even entertaining it is to keep the talk about the fight and not the paperwork, and not what originally started this, is that you were defending pedophiles, you fucking weirdo. So, you know, it's it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, dog. But I just wanted to go live real quick and rant a little on these fucking pathetic faggots that call themselves battle rap bloggers, and these balls of corn that are fucking battle rap fans, that are the nerdiest motherfuckers in the world, but then want to come in and be like, this nerd. Blah, blah. And I love every time, no matter what the topic is, as long as it's on battle rap and it's me talking about it, I always get comments going, who is this? Who's this fucking random white kid? Get him out of our culture. No matter what, without fail, every time. And it's just like, but you don't keep the same energy for unbiased, for like, you got Adi Boom out of here, right? A ball of corn. I mean, y'all are balls of corn. But it's like, they don't keep the same energy for the homosexuals that are pushing trans ideologies on children, like J2. They don't keep the same energy for people like Unbiased, who there's fucking paperwork on as a known rapist. Like, y'all don't keep the same energy, but you got all this energy for me. Get this dude out of our cut. Like, y'all are fucking balls of corn. Balls of corn. And with that, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say. Y'all bloggers are fucking pathetic. Stop putting words like violate in the title if you don't know what the fucking word means, dummy. Because even saying that he violated Adept actually means you yourself see him as like being held in high regard. You yourself are saying Adept is sacred, because you can't be violated if you aren't sacred, dum-dums. Again, like, people like, but it's slang term. Like, you know, people say counting the money, we were buying cars. That means like you were planning on what you were gonna do with it. Yeah. How about learn to say what you fucking mean? How about that? How about we say what we actually mean? Enough of all this bullshit. Because then everyone just goes, well, he maybe could have possibly meant this. Or you could just say what you mean. I'm a fan of that, you know? When it's real, you can tell. Say what you mean, bro. Learn how to spell. And with that, I'm going to dip out. But appreciate y'all. Hit the like, share, subscribe, all that shit, you know? This is probably the last time I'm going to be covering this shit, unless the actual fight happens or paperwork. I mainly want to, you know, leave it to Adept to bomb on people and shit. And I'm not really like a quote unquote battle rap blogger who's like trying to just like keep chasing views off the situation. It's just, I'm fucking disgusted with the battle rap media, dog. It's so goddamn annoying that I just like, I felt like I was going to be mad about it either way. So I kind of wanted to rant about it real quick, but I appreciate y'all. Until next time, yo. And with that.
What?
What? What? What?
Oh my God!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Pieces.